We're talking about the Washington Post settling with Nicholas Sandmann and the family in the defamation lawsuit of the Covington Catholic High School controversy. And my opinion hasn't changed. And, what about this Wayfair story where you got all these morons that are thinking that Wayfair, were peddling children disguised as cabinets? Maybe everybody that put that out there should be sued for $250 million. What about the Hillary Clinton story?
Did you actually see that?
Yes, I did. What about the Hillary Clinton story?
They had cabinets
You're defending it?
priced. I'm just saying, did you see it?
Yes, I did.
I'm not
and I think anyone who agrees with that is a moron.
They had cabinets priced at $15,000.
Which is not out of the realm of possibility. Wayfair.
I think there was a stuffed bear that was $10,000 that was named after a child who had recently gone missing in the United States.
Okay, so I'm not into the stupid controversy.
At best, at absolute best, it was a disgusting, sick joke by someone who is actively involved in the tech department at Wayfair.
Well, I disagree with you. Again, that's a conspiracy theory. At best,
it's not a conspiracy theory.
At best, I think it's an idiotic opinion.
There was a $10,000 pillow named after a child who had recently been missing.
You obviously don't know anything about Wayfair, because I actually did go on Wayfair and I looked at a lot of the products that they sell, and a lot of them are extremely expensive. And there is absolutely, let me repeat this again, folks, because this is what a conspiracy theory is. There is absolutely no direct evidence to support the fact that Wayfair disguised, cabinets as children, and you are defending it, and yet you have a problem with what took place in Covington. I find that very interesting.
Again,
but let me go on.
I'm not defending anything. I'm saying, did you actually see it?
Yes, I did. I do research on everything I talk about on this show, Brian. And also Hillary Clinton. Okay, the Pizzagate, where people out there, many idiots still believe it, by the way, that Hillary Clinton was running a pedophile ring in a pizza parlor. In fact, there was a man that showed up there with a gun. Completely ridiculous. Maybe everyone that believes in that should be sued for $250 million. Do you see where I'm going with this, folks? There are nut jobs all over the world that believe in stupid conspiracy theories with no evidence to back up the fact.
Believing in a conspiracy theory and being a true and accurate publication with really deep pockets are two totally different things. You're conflating the issues.
No, I'm not.
You are.
No, I'm not, and I'll explain why, as I give evidence based on my opinions every day on the show.
Tom Hanks is now a citizen of Greece.
Okay, I don't know what that has to do with what we're talking about, but
some listeners will.
Okay, I don't get it. But anyway, when you go after Wayfair and you have people all over social media going after that business, it absolutely can hurt their business. It absolutely can give people death threats. It absolutely can harm a business. That is defamation. It absolutely is. Anyway, let's go back to the phone call, 702-257-5396. If you're one of those people that still believes in Pizzagate and you think Hillary Clinton was running a scam of molesting kids through a pedophile ring at a pizza restaurant, then I don't want to hear your garbage about Nicholas.
I do think that is a stretch. I think
thank you for admitting that.
I do think that a pizza parlor is a stretch.
Well, thank you for admitting that.
I'm not certain
That's
the
very brave
entire
of you.
Concept is a stretch.
So Hillary might be stringing out little girls and boys.
I said I'm not certain the entire concept is a stretch. I have familiarized myself with all of it, as I suggest that anyone else should. Okay, so it's okay to be not certain if Hillary Clinton is a pedophile, but yet it's not okay for Nicholas Sandmann for 2 days for people to retract saying that he instigated something. I got it. It does appear that Bill Clinton did go on Jeffrey Epstein's plane 26 times without Secret Service.
So
that does appear to be
It does appear
true.
that Donald Trump spent a lot of time with Epstein either, but you don't hear me wasting my time talking about it now because I'm not into conspiracy theories. I never will be. And we're talking about the Covington Catholic High School controversy. Do you think that the Nicholas Sandmann and his family deserved millions of dollars? 257-5396. Go to Paul. Paul is next up on the Vegas Take. Paul, what's going on?
Hey, what's up, Paul?
Hey, guys. I don't know if the family deserves millions, but I do feel like a publication of that, supposedly that caliber, should be held accountable. Like maybe, the family, like Brian said, $100,000, whatever.
Right.
Or we're going to pay for your college education.
Sure, I don't have a problem with that.
And then, but a lot more money goes to a worthy cause.
Exactly. There you go. See, I am totally on board with what you are saying.
And we also don't know what those. We don't know the structure of that deal.
Them sued for the money.
It's very possible that could be part of the deal.
But it needs to go to the right place.
I agree.
Put it towards places that feed homeless people.
I bet you the Sandmann family doesn't do any of it.
Well, they probably don't.
Yeah.
But disabled American veterans, there's so many worthy causes.
I agree.
That money could help, and like I said, I agree with you as far as a little something needs to be thrown their way. A big editorial and an apology.
They already did that. The Washington Post already did that.
You know what I'm saying is I agree with you in that manner.
Yeah, no question.
I do agree that they should lose a lot of money. It just needs to go to the right place.
Well, I wouldn't have a problem with that, Paul, and I hear where you're going with that. 257-5396. Travis is next. Travis, what's going on?
Hey, what's up, Travis?
Travis?
Yes. Good.
Yes,
good
sir.
morning, gentlemen.
What's up, Travis?
So this one hits close to home for me because I had a local publication here in town kind of do the same thing with me.
Yep.
But it went on for about a month. But they were flat out saying things that were completely wrong and lies.
Mm-hmm.
So it wasn't an opinion. I agree with anybody's opinion. I'll talk about opinions all day long.
Right.
But outright causing damage where somebody lost their job, like I did, had a bunch of friends calling me going, hey, what's going on? I seen this. I read this. So it wasn't an opinion.
So you lost your job because you feel like somebody was intentionally trying to go at you and lying. Did you file a lawsuit?
Oh, yeah. We settled. I didn't get rich like that, but it was a pretty good settlement out of court. It was nice.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing was because of the damage that it caused.
Sure, and I don't have a problem with that. And I think that if you lost your job, that's terrible. I just don't think you deserved millions of dollars, and I'm sure you didn't get
no.
right. That's all I'm saying, Travis. It's not right. But if all you can ask for from
again, it also wasn't just him; it was his mother. His mother. She I don't know what she was making here, but say she was making $150,000 a year.
Then I wouldn't give her $20 million.
Her job.
Then I wouldn't give her $20 million.
Over 10 or 15 years, how much is that?
So you're saying she's never going to get a job for 10
just for his mother.
That's idiotic.
Then what about him? What about his father?
Hold on a second.
All that has to get factored in here.
Hold on a second. Let's go through this.
That's not idiotic at all.
Okay. Well, I'm going to explain why I think it is.
If his mom's 47 years old and she's expected to retire at 65, and she has a job that's making $150,000 a year times 18, what's that? That's $3 million right there, Brian.
First of all,
there's nothing idiotic about that.
Well,
nothing.
Okay, well, I'll tell you why.
And that's just his mother.
Okay, well,
along with the death threats.
Let me know when I can
and the
respond.
Psychological damage and getting destroyed on Twitter.
All right,
all that stuff factors in.
Okay, well, let me tell you why I disagree with you. If the woman lost her job, and by the way, you have no idea how much money she was making. Let's just assume she was making $100,000 a year. To even insinuate because of this incident that she couldn't find other work in 15 years is idiotic. 702-257-5396 is the number to call. Let's go to Mark. Mark, you're next on the Vegas Take. Mark, what's going on?
Hey, what's up, Mark?
Hey, guys, a couple of things. The original lawsuit by Nick was actually dismissed and later reinstated by the judge with a narrowed scope. So I thought the quotes were interesting because Nick Sandmann agreed to settle with the Post because the Post was quick to publish the whole truth through its follow-up coverage and editor's notes.
Correct.
The terms of the settlement are confidential. Nobody at the Post was paying out $250 million. I'm sure it was quite substantially less than that. The original amount asked for, of course, was ridiculous, and I agree with Brian on that. Absolutely. It was designed to hold the Washington Post
accountable,
absolutely, wrongly, because they don't like the Washington Post. That's what they were doing. They were trying to hurt them.
I agree.
Because they didn't like their coverage.
And I agree. And you got a couple of scumbag attorneys that won't take up a case of a man who loses a leg from a DUI crash because they might only make 10 or 20 grand. But yet a case like this, it gives them all the the TV coverage that they can get. And it was a money grab, and they're showing up on TV shows, and it's disgusting.
And the case you're talking about, Brian, that took place in Nevada, right?
I have several people that I know that have been hit by drunk drivers.
We had, I believe, Gerald Gillett come on the show. I don't think you were here that day, but he told us that the absolute most that a hospital will pay for malpractice is $350,000. So Nevada isn't a great state for that type of situation. Right?
Yeah, hospital and malpractice is different. I was talking about a DUI crash, something completely different. As far as hospitals and malpractice goes, I don't have knowledge. I wasn't talking about that. I was talking about a drunk driver
that includes death.
A drunk driver that hits somebody, and the guy can lose his legs or be a quadriplegic, might only get a couple $1,000s. But this idiot family, yes, I think they're idiots. Nick Sandmann wants to sue me for calling him an idiot. Go right ahead. I'm ready for you, bro. 702-257-5396 is the number to call. Let's go to Logan. Logan, you're next. What's going on?
What's up, Logan?
Hey, what's up, guys? As far as the lawsuit goes, I don't really see anybody deserving any of that kind of amount of money, especially when there's things that go by the law and nothing even comes close to that.
Right.
But at the same time, I'm so weirded out by how media is treating everything right now because I'm not going to go on conspiracy theories and everything like you were talking about with Epstein and everything, but at the same time, if somebody accused your guys' radio show as being an underground sex ring, I imagine the next day you guys would come out with something saying, no, it isn't. or defending yourself.
Sure. Well, it depends, though. If it's just some idiot on social media clowning us, not worth 10 seconds of my time. If it's
some idiot that got thousands and millions of views within 2 days?
If it's somebody that can hurt our business or hurt our radio show, then it's something that we would address. I don't think I would file a lawsuit against them. I would either clown them, make fun of them.
We would definitely have our legal counsel send, at a minimum, a cease and desist immediately requesting a retraction.
Right. Yeah. Put it this way.
But a lawsuit is further down in that process.
Put it this way. I wouldn't sue for $250 million, and I don't think the court systems, and by the way, that's what Donald Trump has done throughout his entire life, is used the court system as a game and threatened to sue people. The court system should not be a game.
He's used one lawyer, Roy Cohn, who is considered one of the best and one of the toughest trial lawyers in New York City history.
I got something for you guys that's kind of weird on Trump. So an HOA got at him at one of his properties that his flagpole was too high. It was supposed to be a minimum of 30 feet is the allowed limit for the flagpole.
Yeah.
Well, his was 50 feet. He actually paid somebody to come in his backyard, dig a 20-foot mound, and then put his 30-foot pole there. So I
did not know that. I did not know that. Logan, I appreciate
that. Makes me very happy.
I appreciate the phone call, Logan.
Thanks,
Thank you. By the way, QAnon, anti-Semitic organization, said that Tom Hanks is part of a Hollywood pedophile ring. Maybe QAnon should be sued for $250 million. Wayfair immediately denied the ridiculous right-wing conspiracy nonsense that they're stringing out kids in replacements of $10,000 cabinets. So yes, they did do that. 257-5396 is the number to call. Let's go to Kurt. Kurt is next on the Vegas Take. Kurt, what's up?
Hey, what's up, Kurt?
Hey guys, thanks for having me.
Sure.
Quick on Tom Hanks, you just mentioned him. He was on Epstein's flight log, so he has questions to answer there.
So was Donald Trump.
He actually was also about to play. He was set up to play Geppetto in a Pinocchio live-action remake. That's no longer the case.
So if he was, let's go with this, Kurt. If Tom Hanks was on a private flight with Epstein, does that mean that we should immediately be reporting that Tom Hanks was part of a Hollywood pedophile ring?
And Greece is where he just became a citizen. They do not have an extradition policy with the United States.
So what?
He cannot be extradited back to the United States for a crime.
So you think? So now you're saying you believe Tom Hanks is in Greece, so in case he gets arrested, is that what you're saying?
I'm just bringing up some factoids, Brian.
Okay. Well, why would you?
You are welcome to take it as you will.
The only reason why you would bring that up is because you're taking QAnon's side.
No, you brought up Tom Hanks. The caller also did, and so I'm giving my input.
So do you agree with QAnon, JD, that Tom Hanks ran a Hollywood pedophile ring?
Oh, I have no idea.
You have no idea.
I'm just bringing up various factoids involving Tom Hanks.
Well, guess what? I'll give you a news flash. QAnon has no idea either. They just come up with right-wing conspiracy crap. Well, not okay. It's crap.
I say okay.
Why can't you just sit here and say, you know what? It's inappropriate to do that to Tom Hanks. Why can't you just say that?
Brian,
you can't even do that, can you? Huh? You can't even tell me right now that what QAnon is doing by calling Tom Hanks.
I'll tell you this: Tom Hanks, he had to shut down his Instagram 2 weeks ago. He had to shut down the comments.
Okay, so you're defending QAnon
because 30,000 people literally were calling him every single name involving a pedophile that you could possibly think of.
30,000 dumb idiots. Probably the same 30,000 idiots that were doing Open Up Nevada. No, wait, that was like 30 people.
86.
Yeah, 86 people. Sorry. All right, Kurt, I appreciate the phone call.
Kurt.
We went on a little bit of a tangent there. All right, 702-257-5396. Let's go to Joey. Joe is next on the Vegas Take. What's up, Joe?
Hey, what's up, Joe?
How you gentlemen doing?
Good. What's up?
Well, I think that this type of lawsuit keeps these people in check so that they don't feel that they can just go ahead and print whatever they want. And just like every other thing in our government, checks and balances, the media, which should be the check to those other entities, should be also checked. So I think this was a good lawsuit. I'm glad that the young man was vindicated. And hopefully in the future, Washington Post will get their act together.
Okay, but hold on, Joe. One thing that I want. Okay, it's not about vindication. Every one of the no, it's not. If I can finish,
it's setting a precedent.
Okay,
Brian.
if I can finish, every one of these publications that got it wrong retracted. Okay, that's number one. So that's vindication. The media outlets are saying we were wrong, we apologize, we got the story wrong. This isn't about vindication. This is about, make no mistake about it, Joe, this is about a money grab because this family wanted money.
No, but it also, for the future, other publications are now going to think twice before they do what happened to Nicholas Sandmann.
It's ridiculous.
No, it's not. It's not ridiculous, Brian. It sets precedent.
What was the website that took on Hulk Hogan, in which Peter Thiel was the one who was backing Hulk Hogan, and they basically ran the website out of business.
That's called that was called Gawker.
That's correct.
Yeah,
Joe,
Gawker,
I appreciate
and I think
they're looking at that precedent and going, you know what, that could be us, and that's the way it should be.
Well, Joe,
I think
they can't be able to do what they want, and that gentleman, he's the one that got in his face.
Not true. First of all, I can't believe I even have to go over this again. You know what? I'm not even going to go over it. I watched the video. We all watched the video. By the way, JD, if you have an issue with what the Washington Post did, but yet you sit here and you don't have an opinion either way on QAnon writing a story.
That is nothing.
If I could just finish.
QAnon's not a publication. They're two totally different things.
If I could just finish. Okay. QAnon is a media entity.
They're not.
They have a lot of followers.
Doesn't mean they're not. They're not an official.
Okay. So if you're not official, you could defame somebody. So if you're not official, you could defame somebody. That's okay with you? Let me just finish my sentence.
They have an opinion, Brian.
Let me just finish. I have an opinion.
Exactly.
And I have an opinion.
And we're entitled to our opinions, as is QAnon.
Based on the things that QAnon has said, they're an anti-Semitic hate group. And by the way, you're talking about Tom Hanks, and you're talking about why he's in Greece. You obviously don't know what you're talking about, because the reason why Greece gave him honorary citizenship was because of the help that he did during the wildfires. It has nothing to do with being a pedophile, which he isn't.
His wife is also partially Greek, from what I understand.
Okay, so let me just give you some facts, because this is where it's funny how we're talking about misinformation. JD, you're giving people misleading information.
No, I'm not.
Okay, well, I'm telling you, it's an honorary citizenship because
I said was that he is
I know what you were doing.
a citizen of Greece.
And then what was the what was the statement you said after that? Extradition, right?
I said there's not an extradition agreement between the United States and Greece.
And why would you say something like that?
Does it make a difference?
I'm asking you.
It doesn't make a difference.
It does.
I was making that clear to you and to the audience.
All right, so
that's it.
Okay, so let me be clear again, because this is important.
There's nothing wrong with me mentioning that, Brian. Nothing at all.
Okay, so let me be clear.
As far as saying being an honorary citizen of Greece, fantastic.
Okay, so let me just go back to square one.
That doesn't change the fact that there is no extradition agreement with Greece.
So
that's all I'm
again,
saying.
they gave him honorary citizenship because he did something great. He helped them during the wildfires. There's no evidence to support the fact that Tom Hanks and his wife are moving to Greece. And then you made a statement saying, well, I guess there's no extradition. Now, most people would infer that as JD is saying, well, he might have broken the law. He might have done something wrong. Guess what? He can't come back to the United States. Completely 100% not true. It's not true. Okay, and I just, we're talking about.
And I did not say that he couldn't come back to the United States.
We know why you brought up extradition.
No, extradition means that if he's in Greece and he's convicted of a crime in the United States, he can't be taken from Greece to the United States.
He hasn't committed any crimes. Why would you even make the inference that he did?
There is a major difference there, Brian.
Okay, but here's the difference that's important. Tom Hanks did not commit any crimes. He hasn't done anything wrong. This is how rumors and stupid conspiracy theories start. Tom Hanks did nothing wrong. He's not guilty of anything. In fact, he did something right, and that's why they gave him an honorary citizenship. And now you're talking about extradition. I know why you're doing it. QAnon, they're a joke of an organization. They're anti-Semitic, and now they're saying that Tom Hanks is part of a Hollywood pedophile ring. It is disgusting, and I wish that you would be on board with me in that and saying it's disgusting. Your defense is, well, I don't know one way or the other, is not a defense. That's insane.
No, all I've said is I have familiarized myself with everything across the board, whether it's
Tom Hanks is a pedophile
across the board, Brian. That's it.
So what is
again? I said I have familiarized myself. You're trying to make me change my opinion, and it's not going to take place.
So
I don't really have
give me some evidence.
No, that's what I'm saying.
So you have no evidence.
I'm just saying I have familiarized myself with what's going on.
Okay, I don't know what that means.
Because I'm not agreeing with you, you have a problem with that.
With Tom Hanks,
you are trying to censor me because I don't agree with you.
That's stupid.
So
I'm asking you a question. I'm not censoring.
Let's get off this tangent. Let's move on to the next thing.
I can understand why you'd like me to get off the tangent because you're wrong. Okay,
no, again, you're trying to paint me in a corner, Brian.
No, I'm not trying to paint you in a corner.
You absolutely
Why would you talk about extradition when it comes to Tom Hanks? These guys never done anything wrong.
Okay, great.
So, since you're familiarized, let me ask you one more question.
Sure.
You claim you familiarized yourself.
I have, yeah.
QAnon is claiming that Tom Hanks is part of a Hollywood pedophile ring. Are you familiarized with that? Do you have any evidence to support their opinion on that?
There's a difference between being familiarized and having evidence.
So what is the evidence?
I'm just making myself aware of what's going on as I recommend that everybody else does.
So educate me. That's it. So educate me. What is the evidence that Tom Hanks could be a pedophile?
Evidence?
Yeah.
No, there's absolutely no evidence whatsoever.
Exactly.
Okay.
All right. Thank you.
No hard evidence whatsoever.
Exactly.
But
I hope he doesn't get extradited.
Besides the fact that he has most likely been included on Jeffrey Epstein's flight logs.
Yeah, and so has Donald Trump. 702-257-5396. But you know how much I hate Trump. You don't hear me talking about that because I don't have any facts to back up an opinion. That's why I don't share the opinion. Let's go to John. John, you're next on the Vegas Take. John, what's going on?
What's up, John?
Hey, man. JD, this little wise-ass game you're playing, like I don't have any evidence, but I don't know. That is precisely what is destroying America.
No, it isn't, John.
It's just hard to take. Everybody knows if you listen to this show for more than one day that you're smart and you're just playing a game. And so you're legitimizing this game, and it's really what is destroying America. It started with Rush Limbaugh. It grew like wildfire on Fox News, and it's just really hard to take on the radio. Have a good day.
Yeah, thanks, John.
You got nothing to say to that?
No, absolutely.
By the way, I have something to say. Donald Trump also wished Maxwell well. I just wanted to put
and
that
then
in.
Kayleigh McEnany came out on Friday and said, because Jeffrey Epstein died.
Right. I'm sure that's what it is.
He does not want Maxwell to die.
Right.
Why would he want Maxwell to die?
But that's not what he said. He wished her well. Let's go to Mike. Mike is calling from Alaska. My goodness, can you see Sarah Palin, Mike?
What's up, Mike?
Oh, no, I go by Sarah Palin's house. I floor
it. You and me both, Mike. I'd probably do the same thing. Hey, Mike, what's on your mind, man?
Oh, I just want to say good morning, Mr. Sharp, Mr. Shapiro. I am bucking your trend. I'm ecstatic that Sandmann got the reward. I wish it was for $1 billion to bring that punk Bezos to his knees.
Okay. So if he did get $1 billion, what does Bezos have to do with it?
I will tell you this. If it was $1 billion, it would cut Bezos.
Owns the Washington Post.
Yes, he does.
And he's a big mouth liar.
So you don't like big mouth liars? No, that's fair. Hey, Mike, I agree with you. That's fair. You don't like big mouth liars. Do you support Donald Trump?
Absolutely.
Well, that makes complete sense, Mike. Have a nice day. Please stay in Alaska.
Thank you for calling in from Alaska.
I hate big mouth liars. But I love Donald Trump. And boy, that makes a lot of sense.
But I'll tell you this, Mike. If Bezos paid out $1 billion, it would drop his net worth by about 0.5%.
You know what that's like saying?
It wouldn't put him on his knees.
I hate guys who get fake orange tans. But I love Donald Trump. I hate presidents that play too much golf. But I support Donald Trump. I hate liars. I hate egomaniac liars, narcissists. I hate people who brag about sexual assault. But boy, Donald Trump has my support. I just don't understand people. I really don't. I just don't get it. You're going to blame, and maybe Bezos, I don't know the guy personally. I don't know. Maybe he's a bald-faced liar, a man, a middle-aged white man in power, a bald-faced liar. You can hate him. That's fine. But then I'm going to ask you, do you like, I love Donald Trump. Folks, do we understand the irony in this? It's so funny to me. If you support Donald Trump, that's fine. If you have your reasons, whether it be policy, whatever your reasons, you like his hair, whatever the case may be, you're entitled to that. That's fine. But don't you sit here and make fun of Bezos and call him a liar and egomaniac. And then on the other side of things, you got nothing negative to say about Donald Trump's personality traits and attributes. Come on, man. There's something in life called credibility. That last caller seems like a very nice guy. I'm happy that he's not a Sarah Palin fan. That makes me very warm and fuzzy inside, but zero credibility when it comes to this opinion on people that are egomaniacs.